Yep. Hanging out and just chatting. Well, hi, Pick. Pick, I have a problem. Well, I have two problems, but... I guess technically I have more than two problems. But I have two, like, direct problems. Yeah. Problems. I'm not gonna tell you of them. That's not how this works. But the number one is my brother hasn't come over to help me with my brakes yet. With the way my work day was today, so. I love this OST. I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. That's why I started with just streaming and also a bopping OST in the background. I can just be like, Kale! What the heck? Thank you for the host, Kale. I appreciate it. Like, I'm really tempted to play some Final Fantasy 14. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Also, I can do more Deathloop, though, because, like, I was really having fun with Deathloop. Hey, Apcarnist, aren't you supposed to be somewhere else right now, Apcarnist? Those are, like, the top of my list right now. Because, like, I don't have, like, as much time tonight. Oh, yeah, okay, good point. Thank you. I keep forgetting about that. Hey, chat. Yeah, no, I actually, fine. Alright, you can be let out again. Sure, why not? Gotta say, like, the Stream Deck does not help me a lot. I do play Soda. Yes, Sean. I haven't been the best about it lately. Mostly because, like, I've gotten pulled into a lot of, games as, like, a service recently. But one of those is off my shoulders now. It's completely, like, it's like this. I was playing a lot of Fallout 76. And I had a lot of drive to play Fallout 76 after playing through all of Fallout 4. Because Fallout 4 is a bad game. I'm willing to state that confidently. Like, the mechanics and things, there's parts of the game that are not awful, right? But the dialogue is so bad in 4 that it, like, ruins any goodness the game has from my perspective. It's just awful. And Fallout 76 is problematic in a lot of ways. But it's a better Fallout game than Fallout 4 in most of those ways. Especially considering now, like, with them adding the NPCs and stuff, the NPC interactions in 76 are better than the ones in 4. Think about that for a second. Like, that's how bad they are in 4. But I've been playing Fallout 76 through the Game Pass. And every time they've released a patch, I've had to uninstall and reinstall the game. And it's a 90 gigabyte game. And it's not even like one of those things where you can go to the Microsoft Store and just say repair it or fix it or those sorts of things, right? So I'd have to uninstall and reinstall it. So the last time it broke on me. It was just giving me, every time I would try to connect to the server, it would just disconnect me. And I went through all of the networking troubleshooting. I trained for like 4 years to be like a CCNA, a certified networking technologist or whatever, right? I'm good with, like, subnetting things manually. I'm good at networking issues, right? Did all the troubleshooting steps they wanted me to do. Still didn't work. So the only thing I can imagine happened is they pushed a hotfix or something to the client. But because I'm downloading it on the Microsoft Store, like, getting that patch, it's like, please, Microsoft, just give me a little patch. That's all I want. Like a little 20 kilobit thing. That's all I need. And they're like, nah, you gotta uninstall and reinstall to fix this, basically. And I was like, that's it! I'm done! So I uninstalled it. But, like, I pretty much finished, like, the main plot of 76, so, like, I'm in an okay place to walk away from it for now. And I'm sure I'll pick it up in a couple years or something, right? But also, I don't know if you guys heard it all, but they had, like, a really, like, bad... So they launched a recent, like, expansion-y thing called Worlds recently. And, like, the content's fine. But, like, they were having issues with, like, the reward program towards the end of the last reward program. So they're like, we're going to extend the reward program by 2 weeks. And then the next day they're like, haha, just kidding. And then they ended it. So, like, all the messaging around that was so jinked up. People thought they had 2 more weeks to try to get stuff done. They had, like, no time to get stuff done, whatever. And, like, they didn't even apologize. They just sort of, like, deal with it, basically, and then, like, got out their blunt and called it a day. It's, like, ridiculous. Like, what the fuck, Bethesda? So, like, I don't have a lot of motivation to go back to it either from that respect. Like, treat your fucking customers better? I don't know, so. You cannot really say what you're great and promise you've been working. I don't think, okay, that's fine. It's fine. And yeah, if you want to send me, like, what you got in progress at some point, that's fine. But I'm in no rush, right? So. Yeah, I mean, Sean, that's a big problem. I mean, that's not even, like, talking about, like, the backlog of, like, just normal games I have, right? And, like, Bravely Default 2, a game I really, really enjoyed when I was playing it, like, it sat just gathering dust for months, right? And then I was, at one point, I'm like, oh man, I've never really played a Tales game. I should try some of those. And when the Humble Bundle for Tales games went up, I bought that. So I've got, like, 4 other JRPGs to get through at some point, right? So. I missed my login yesterday, Afkarnas, because of my son's birthday. And that's kind of killed my motivation there, to be honest with you, to get on and do dailies there. Just because now I've broken the streak, so it's like, I'm not going to have the 42 tomorrow, you know what I mean? So. And I thought about it, but, like, I didn't have time, so. Dread's in 2 weeks? Yeah, Dread's going to be amazing. I'll be day oneing Dread, that's for sure. Anyway, I should do a poll. I think that's how we should decide this. I also have a Valheim server up that you can access to if you are on my Discord server. What I also could play in, because it's been a couple bits since I logged into that. I built this bridge that took me having to, like, construct, like, half of it, like, with one area and half of it the other area, and they don't even literally touch. There's, like, a little itty-bitty gap between the two, right? Anyway. Oh, this song. This game was good. I really enjoyed playing through the original Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2. They were way better than I thought they were going to be. Pull. This is the Metal Gear OST, since I don't have that actually up anywhere, I just realized. There was another game I listed, but I don't remember what it was now anymore. Alright, there should be a poll. If you're on desktop, it's up in this general area here, hopefully. And I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna have myself a sweet, refreshing Diet Coke. Diet Coke, the soda. You can rely on. Don't clip that and send it to Diet or Coke. That would upset me greatly. God, why is music in the '80s so good? I like figured out how to like fashion 14 last night a little bit. Factions. How we doing here? All right, we got 2 for Shroud. We got 1 for Deathloop. I'm actually surprised by that. I need to grind hard. That's what we're playing tonight. I bet the Police Knots soundtrack slaps as well. Because that's like from the same era. Well, it's not moving. Oh. Stiff competition now. Alright, Shroud wins. Go ahead and launch it then. Apparently I have an update. Great. Just launched it yesterday. "11 seconds, game. 11 seconds. Steam is... Oh! You lied to me, Steam. Why would you do that to me? Said 10 seconds. Oh, it's downloading 5 gigs. Jeez. Am I even dropping frames then? I might be. More likely than you think. Wow! I did not know that they changed the UI in Steam. This looks real slick now. Oops. It's gonna be a hot second now. Because, of course, while streaming and downloading an update. But let me show you what I'm looking at here. This little, like, graphical thing up here is, like, way nicer than it was recently. And also this is download thing. Look at all those things I downloaded. All the things. And all the things that need updates. Valheim needs an update? Oh boy, I might have to update the server then. Yeah. I can see that. But I really dig the game. It's a good time. Curious to see how New World's gonna stack up against it. It doesn't feel like it will from like what I'm looking for in a MMO, but it's always fun when a new contender comes out and it's immediately like, oh man, have you seen this new shiny box? It's better than the last box. I promise it was, so. Recreational plant store, and they do not. That sucks, Pick. I'm sorry. Feels like something they should have to disclose. How much more to this theme or this OST I got left here? Oh, the whole thing's like an hour. I love this game. You're just picky. Yeah, I understand. Going quick. Oh, I know what I should do. Now, first off, don't let my hair increase. Sec. I bought a bunch of new kitty toys so I could hear him playing in there. Alright, TT. Yeah. You aren't quite as comfortable as your sister when I do this. Look pretty comfortable. You're tolerating this a lot longer than I expected you to. Oh, okay. It's fine. Oh, you want some pets now? Now you want some beds. See you later, TT. Yep, I grabbed the TT. He's been like a little more friendly lately in general though, like he's been coming into my room in the mornings and like waking me up. Alright, amazing Metal Gear music. So long. Actually, might need to. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Is it gonna do it? Music. Okay. Hopefully it binds properly. Fingers crossed, chat. Looks like it's binding okay. That's good. I gotta change the title. Oh, God. Because I clicked off, isn't it? Oh, that poor help text. There we go. Why am I here? Why am I here? Don't remember being here. Oh, whoa. Can I go on a boat ride? No. No. Go here. No. There's the town. Building's on it yet. I don't think I want to be here. So what do I have that's broken? Dear Lord, what's going on? The ring. The ring of the gambler is broken? Oh, what am I gonna do with my life? Oh, wait, hold on. MMO. Oh, wait. All I just did there is move Shrek. Shrek, back in your corner. Back in your corner. It's fine. Alright. Webcam. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Yep. Oh, it was unlocked. Why was it unlocked? That chat window covered up nice and good. A little lower, I guess. Okay, chat. Can you see me okay? I'm just kidding. Put that bad boy down. Alright. Let's teleport back to town. Well, I'm actually sort of low on teleport to scroll. Or, teleport to zone scrolls. It's been a while since I've been low on. I think my house is angry at me. So let's go check out it quick. I think I got the email today that I risk losing everything to the taxes of the land of Anya. Nice pick. Yes, you were blessed with the boy. He is a very good boy. I bought them I bought them new cat toys recently. And like the first day they were playing with the cat toys, the younger two, the twins, if you will, burned themselves out like incredibly. I have a new neighbor. Who's my neighbor? When did they build their house? Gotta have a graveyard in your front lawn, right? I mean, that's just like the way it is. Oh. Looks like the Sith have arrived. I don't know that person. Oh man, my crops grew. That's good. It's me. Yeah, I've only got this place for 8 more days, though. I suppose we should take care of that, hey? Oops. This one? Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Jeez. Have like a couple days worth of stuff, you know. Crystal Rivers. My. What brings you to these parts, Crystal? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Crystal did a raid for us. It's good. I'm actually also running kind of low on money. But that's fine. Who needs money? I don't need money. I don't need anything. It's just me in this unforgiving landscape we call home. No money required. Oh, hi, Greykey. Hello. Would you like to say hi to chat? Is that what you want to do? How are you? What are they playing? Do you want to get back to playing? Sounds like they're having fun. Okay. Alright, well, that was short-lived. She heard one pounce from the sibling and was immediately like, oh god, no, don't pick it up. Just grab the gourds from it. Don't grab the whole bed, it's fine. Alright, we have collected of gourds, and then on this side, these appetites. What do I got? Yeah, seeds. I have potato seeds on me. I got my favorite tool equipped. It's a hoe. Just like me. I forgot the word intermission, and now it's too late for the original message where I need the word. I'm sorry, Pick. That's a tough word, though. Also gonna do this quick. If you're not already following Crystal, you should definitely go give them a check out, because they are amazing. Content is good. They are wholesome. What are they playing? Oh, Story of Seasons? That's the good one, right? It's the Harvest Moon games we gotta watch out for these days. Yeah, that's right. I didn't play either of them yet, though. Even though, like, Harvest Moon is, like, one of my absolute favorite games, so. Crystal, how dare. You're playing Skyward Sword? Ah. I guess that's a good way to not goof it up the next time you go live. Skyward Sword, huh? How you enjoying it? I stopped playing it. I couldn't take it anymore. I played through all of the original release of the game. I haven't tried I haven't tried just the controller controls yet, and that's probably what I need to do. Because the motion controls on the Switch are way worse than they were on the Wii. And that's saying something, because like they were notoriously bad on the Wii. You got frustrated and tired, so you had to stream early. That's fair. I hear like if you play it with the controller stuff instead of using the motion controls, it's like far superior. But the Sand Sea, that's like one of the best parts of the whole game, though. Like when I talk about that game, it's one of those situations where it's like, okay, like if you're gonna play Skyward Sword, You need to play like the 15 hours in to get to the Sand Sea. And like 15 of those hours is the tutorial. Thank God Nal's not here to hear me insult their favorite game. Are you talking about the time mechanic? Oh, you're on the time boat? See, I was going to say, like, the time boat is, like, the best implementation of that mechanic in the game. And I remember really, really, really appreciating that part for everything it was. Am I almost out of seeds? I don't have enough potato seeds? Do all my potatoes? Look, I got all these recipes that, like, I know I don't have yet because they're blue. It's almost like they were, like, really smart in figuring out a way to, like, make that happen. Which I was able to get one of them, so whatever. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, motion controls would be fine for... I feel like that game too, I would agree. Why would you tell on me to null? Don't do it. Let's make fun of their favorite game. Don't do it. Don't clip it and send it to them. That would be awful. Yeah, I remember. I mean, again, I haven't gotten to the time boat in my recent playthrough. I got to. There's a cat on my leg again. Hi. Oh, that's my leg you're climbing on. Why must it be every time? Ah. Don't. Okay. No, we're gonna take as far away from you as we can. We're gonna get really close to the mic. And not let the cat steal the mic condom. That's our goal here. What are you doing? Don't you dare take it. Don't take it. Don't you do it. She's sneaking back over. Ray made it weird. She resisted the urge. And instead went for snuggles. He's now rubbing against my hand. I wasn't doing ASMR, Rain. I was just trying to protect the mic condom from the cat. Okay, sorry. No More Heroes apparently made the function. Well, the first game like requires there's some like most of the mini games require more than like the gameplay itself, right? I remember the lawn mowing minigame being particularly egregious with motion controls. She's looking at me. Yeah, that too. Proof that she is still here. Hey, what was I talking about as I was planting my seeds? God damn it. I just can't win today. I'm playing with my hoe, planting my seeds, like... Yeah, cozy emote. I mean, yeah. That'd be good. Oh, we were talking about the time mechanic. Yeah, I remember the ship being really, really awesome. The boss fight there is not super great. Kind of uninspired. Boilerplate Zelda boss. But the way they handled the time mechanic I thought was really interesting and unique. And nothing's done anything like that before, so... Well, there you go. Pick Subterrane, and you can get yourself a cozy emote. I mean, as long as you're holding the charge button, the direction, the motion doesn't matter. I mean, it matters in the, like, the lawn mowing. Like they said, the mini games, it mattered a lot more than in the combat, from what I remember. But it's been a couple of years since I played No More Heroes. So. That was a hell of a game, though. I have a friend's request. I don't know you. No. God, don't move it. No. What did I? Ah. Game. Do. Oh, there's another cat scratching at my leg. What? Is it Cookie? Yeah, well, whoever it was is gone now. Not unnerving or anything. Oi, everyone here in the chat. Taste the Rainbow is a real neat individual who I know in real life and have known for like 20 years at this point, roughly. And y'all should go support them by giving them a follow and or a subscription if you want some really good cow emotes. And also, if you prefer like a pity story, they could probably really use your help right now. 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 Who Call of Bish? What? Oh, I'm being called a bitch. Don't worry about it. No, she's escaping. I wanted to hold you like a baby one more time. Oh, the blanket is of Bits emote. I am not aware of that. I apologize. And it's... I need 5,000 more, so it must be the 10,000 then. So what emote do I have from you then, Rain? Or, yeah, Rain. It's the Bits one. Rain, rain. There it is. Sad. Not even better. Give on to Rain, you know, the 10,000 of emotes so they can buy themselves dinner tomorrow. Themselves some of that sweet, sweet Taco Bell, you know? Alright, our house is in order, kind of. In order. Oh, I just realized I didn't actually water any of the fucking... Hey, chat! Time to water the crops. Dang it. Dang it. Did I not plant something there? I guess I didn't plant something there. Oops. Walking backwards and planting. Actually watering my pumpkins. Gotta get that gourd right now. Gourd right now. I didn't follow you, Bish. Oh, I could put Sea of Thieves too, I guess. Then I could make Cahill make bad decisions and stay up late. That'd have been funny. So earlier today, I hecked with Deer some more. They had posted a bunch of stuff in Barry's channel recently when they didn't realize that they had canceled stream, and so they had originally posted like where are their stuff? This emote followed by this emote, and then a bunch of comments and stuff like that, whatever. And I mirrored what they had said into the Barry channel earlier, but instead like made fun of Deer. And then of course they canceled the stream later, and then I was like, Deer, I feel bad because I was teasing you. Because then they ended up canceling. I thought they were just gonna be late. Yeah. But I'm the jerk. No. I'm probably, well, I don't know, Rain. I'll have to, I don't, things are complicated right now. So my brother's supposed to come over and help me get my brakes done. Because I got a slight squeak going on, and if I'm going to do a cross-country road trip, I want that sorted out before I go. And then, to add additional complications to things, my oldest has soccer on Saturday, and originally I had talked to him about not coming to the game, because I might not be in the state. But I have a sneaking suspicion that he might not have a ride to his game on Saturday. And if that's the case, then that pretty much throws all my plans out the window. But I might not even be here on Saturday. Yeah. To come see. So. Well, I will consider it. At the moment, it's not a thing. But obviously, if it is a thing, then I want him to know that I will basically drop anything for him, because that's accurate to like how I feel. So. Okay, and you did decide you're going to stay for the weekend? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Because I know you're up in the air for that, so. Ah, that doesn't make really sense to head back then, hey? But if it's a non-issue pick, then I don't have to worry about it, right? But if it is an issue, then yeah, that's the choice I'm making, right? So I kind of need to like shake things up a little bit right now. Yeah. 20,000 points of skill development. Was it always 20,000? Or was it 10,000? Yeah, I get that, Rain, but at the same time, like, no offense to you, like, it's not that I don't trust you or anything like that. Like, that's not, well, I don't not trust it. My ex might have an issue with it. Like, I'll be honest with you right there. Like, that might be something I would have to get permission from them as well, first off. But so yesterday was the middle child's birthday. And in traditional my father being the best father in the entire world, he reached out to me on like Thursday to let me know that he wasn't going to make it because he was going to be busy hunting. And like every like significant like play I was in or band thing I was in, like there was one time, right, that like they forgot me, right? Where I had been doing jazz band, which was like the like during basketball games they'd have like the band play and stuff, and they'd be playing the trombone, and I'm gonna do my trumpet and all that good stuff, whatever like that, right? And we got out after the game, and there was nobody there to pick me up. And Rain, you probably know this person. Their last name is Lee. They're in Chicago now, right? Their parents drove me home. And I still like vividly remember the ride. And I vividly remember like their like house was like in a subdivision maybe a quarter of a mile down the road from like where I lived. And like I was very insistent that they didn't go out of their way to drop me off. That like it was no big deal to just if they got me to their house, like I could just walk home from there. And I could have, like absolutely. But they absolutely refused. Like they did take me back. And like that was just one of many of those sorts of interactions and things, right? So like, oh man, Rain, I had like the biggest crush for the longest time. But my father consistently like didn't make it to my stuff, and then also like didn't, I mean, I would disagree with you there, but like whatever. Like just was not there for any of the things that were important to me. And then like to make matters even worse, like it wasn't even like a situation where he wanted me to do the things he wanted to do or anything. It was just like no interest at all that I basically existed. But at the same time, like when I was heading into foster care, he's the one who's like, I'll take the boy basically, and took me in. But like beyond putting like a roof over my head, didn't really like parent at all. Like the fact that I did not end up in a lot more trouble in high school and in like my early 20s and stuff like that, whatever, is a testament to my grandmother and my grandmother alone. So like, Rain, if it's the choice between being there for my kid when he really needs it and he needs one of his parents to prioritize him over his parents' significant other, like my parents always picked the significant other, right? The stepdads, the stepmoms, all those people were always the priority, not me. Never me. And so I'm not doing that to him. And that means that as much as I would be comfortable with you doing it, I wouldn't. It would, the entire drive, I would be thinking of nothing but that, right? And it would basically ruin the entire trip anyway. So, again, I appreciate the offer, but anyway, Shaun of the Avatar. Video game time. I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, there's nothing in this direction. I should find a fucking signpost. Do I have stuff to scavenge? So the thing is, I don't remember what I was doing at all when I was playing last. I got corn. Harp of Invigoration's on me. Ring of Frogkins. Shaun! Are you still in my chat, Shaun? How do I fix rings? Can I fix rings? Is it a thing I can do? Sit on this bench. Pout. I tried that before and it didn't work for me. Try it again. Do I have to do it like on the thing though? Blacksmithing. Gabe. 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 Right click on the ring. Oh my god, you can right click to repair? Has that always been a thing? Am I out of black? That is such a quality of life improvement. That is such a quality of life improvement. Oh, I love that so much. Can I do it on tools too? Get my axe here. Oh, thank you, Chris. I'm gonna say it in chat. I'm gonna yell it. Hell yeah. Help you name of duck on new save, please. Quackery. Ted. Ted's a good name. Okay, shoot. I'm getting distracted again. Let's go check out... I haven't seen what they've been doing to the dungeons in town lately, so let's go see how bad the elves are going to kick my butt. I'll do it just hear that. Apparently, thank you, Chris, was not found. So we'll just say in universe chat. Just gonna do it. All right. Where's the signpost? It's over here. Where's the signpost? There it is. Okay. I feel like I'm going insane. Look, where is the stuff that I'm looking for? Oh, hey, Paula, dude. Thanks for stopping by. I saw you earlier, but then I was like in the middle of story time. And I forgot to say hey, so. Rain gets second duck, Paula gets third, Sean can have a chicken. Sorry, Sean, you only get a chicken. Oh. They got rid of the keep. So many things have changed. Oh, this is amazing. God, the deco in this game is really neat. Love it a lot. Nobody's talking in universe chat right now, huh? Anyway. Ducks are just water chickens. You're not wrong. Okay, so apparently I have no idea what I'm doing, so that's good. Yes, my Ring of the Gambler is broken, I know. But I don't have enough things to fix it, maybe? I don't know. Okay, so we should go probably to the one zone that I normally go to when I'm grinding. There's one of these two. I want to go to the ruins. Can't fit the full name? Oh no. Wait, that doesn't seem right. No, that's not right. That's not right. That's not where I want to go. I mean, that is the other place I like to go, but I want to go to Cruel. Going to Cruel. Sergeant Ducklington. So that's a name. That is a name. Bum 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 bum. Queekathan? Queekathan? Oi! Who in chat had all 3 cats today stream on their bingo card? Because you just won a prize, that's for sure. Hi, Cookie. I know you're mad at me. Don't bite me, please. Especially not in front of stream. Yeah. Wanna say hi? No? You want down? Yeah, okay. And she's gone. All 3 cats. Look at that. I don't have pumpkin pie on me, huh? Dragon stew? Okay, I got the dragon stew still. That's good. Oop, I want to lock that. No, wait, I'm not ready. I was eating my... Okay. Well, this ain't good. I also have my buff deck equipped, I think. No, I have my good deck, but... Okay. Let's do this. Oh, I'm knocked down again. And that spacebar, chat. Oh shit, that was what I was looking for. Good old Rend. And that's spacebar. Alright. Cool. We survived. Do some looting. Mechanically parts. Very good, very good. Okay. I still have one more stomach space, I think, left. I can eat something in. What do I have else in here? I might have needed to buy food. Rotten meat. That's good stuff, right? That'll fill me up. Ah, bear and potatoes. There we go. Okay. We have eaten. I didn't get any of the other buffs, though. Man, I'm doing real good today, chat. Real good. You're back, tacos are yum. Oh, man. I didn't, like, really eat dinner tonight. So, that'll be a sorry after, 10 o'clock problem. Don't you dare look at me like that, pick. It's okay that I don't always eat. My blood sugar's probably still through the roof. Alright. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna die. It's game over, chat. It's game over, chat. We're all gonna die. No matter what you do, the cold bolts are gonna get us. Oh, I'm out of potions too at the moment. Stakes are made in every capacity. Ah! Can we break line of sight? Can we do it? Can we get out? Oh god. You got a pizza, it's okay. Yeah, go ahead and stream this. Why would I discourage you from streaming? Oh my gosh, guys. Guys, I'm fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna fade away in one day. Look, I'll tell you what, alright? I'll tell you what, okay? I will check. I will check it right now, okay? And if it's low, okay? I'm probably still gonna eat. But I'll check it right now. Okay? Okay? Okay. Y'all gonna see me like flinch like a baby because I hate doing this. Like, even as many times as I've done it, you never get over like the stupid little like reaction, right? Okay. Little bit of rum and alcohol to cure what ails ya. Oh god. I'm not ready, Clockwork Cat! Yeah, chat, it's high. It's incredibly high. Probably because I forgot to take my meds this afternoon. So let me do that after I kill these enemies. But I literally can't eat anything right now. Yeah, well, just, I don't know. It's the whole thing about hurting yourself, too, like, intentionally. My brain does not appreciate it. it's something to do with some pact that I may have made for myself a long time ago to keep myself alive. You know what I mean, chat? You know, looking at personal packs, you know? Take meds! Ugh. But meds are expensive! Alright, let me take meds. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum. Oh. Anyway, chat, how y'all doing? You hanging in there? I'm setting myself on fire right now. I don't really need. I could still junk, I suppose. Hi, friend. Oh god, am I really gonna burn to death? I was doing this like a gag. God damn it! No! I don't think I should be able to, like... I can sell items while I'm dead? Okay, that was an interesting situation. I feel like that shouldn't be allowed. I should probably file a bug for that later. Can someone clip that for me? Sorry, I'm looking at chat quick. But, like, self-care right now is me not eating, Pick. So, like... Like, I understand where you're coming from, and I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you understand in the end of the day, what you're saying doesn't mean much of anything, when the thing I need to do right now is make sure that those sugar levels get a little bit lower before I consume some of them there calories. You know what I'm saying? Go out back, eat some calories. Calories. Why won't these carrots stack? Stack carrots. Game. Stack the bark. Thank you. Why is so much of this stuff not stacked? I don't understand. There's a sword option. Consolidate stacks. Consolidate stacks. God. Oh god, I didn't want to lock that. Whatever. You're a good kitty. Good kitty cat, yeah. Such a good old kitty cat. What's needed? You would, but you're on the phone. What? I don't understand what you're saying. I do not understand what chat is saying, so it's just like any other day. Most important spell in the game, chat, right here. The light spell. Now I can see. Oh, the clipping. The clipping. Yeah, thank you. I remember now. The context has been set. Mobile clipping is challenging. Kitten, I appreciate you. Actually, that pill isn't particularly expensive, but... Okay, can you, like, just snuggle down, maybe? If you stay here nicely, I can have you sit on my lap, okay. But if you're gonna, like, bounce around and try to steal my condoms, then we gotta have a problem. This is not going so well. You need to add title and then wait for it to load. It seems to work kind of. That's nice. My lack of potions is probably going to be a real problem. I probably should have bought some of those before I went here. I hope you all enjoyed the cat rubbing her tail against the mic. I'm sure that sounded great. It's a raven. Okay. Couldn't hear it. Neat. Also, I remember that E is auto loot. So we're like relearning some of the way. Oh, am I like confused or something? Yeah, I think I am. Okay, I'm good now though. I turned off that lantern. No light for you, kobolds. Only in darkness shall you feel the true fear when Sargato is near. Let the ruminations of my sword against your metal put the fear straight into your heart. Okay. They have decided to sit nicely and snuggle. This is the best we could hope for, chat. The best we could hope for. When my kitty cat sits on my lap, it sounds like a motorboat. He's a very purry kitty. I bet under like the quietest of circumstances, it might even pick it up. Ask the noise gate. Why did I? Oh, cat. Stop opening over, wolf. Whatever button combo you leaned on there. No, I haven't. I check out Joe Cat stuff from time to time, but like there's a lot of people that I try to keep up on. Granny stole George's friggin' hot pepper. I bought that so George would give you monies. Oh. You're speaking in game. I don't know what game you're speaking in, but I assume you're talking. Oh. Cat. What are you doing to me? You hit her, maybe? Is that what you did? Okay. Okay, cool. Stardew. I don't think I've ever heard of that game before. Is it any good? Uh-oh. At least I get cover from this wall that I'm behind. There we go. Buzzsaw action. Oh god, get up. Get up, Sar, get up. Whatever you do. Why am I getting a bar squeent? I do not understand. Mr. Badman. Mr. Sadman. There's cobalt in the mine. Kitten, Kitten says I must jump. Yep, okay. She's laying right on the keyboard. God damn it. Oh. Hi. So, I guess I'm controlling with mouse controls now. Exclusively. The moment. Yes, you want your belly rubbed, okay. Oh, I had the blue baby dragon. Oh god, that's like poison gas that way. Also, you guys like my running shoes back there? Just barely see them in that corner. Gotta remember to move those before stream tomorrow. Okay. Cat on keyboard is not allowing me to use abilities. Okay. Also, I've touched my face like 4 times now, and y'all know what that means. Oh, cat. Okay. Yep. I think I might have to jump to get up these platforms, though. Okay. Gotta give those Tobies attention, you know? Any cat owner knows what I'm talking about. Can't wait till the cat accidentally sends this message to my guild that they're typing. Oh god, more hair on my face. Ugh! Ruki took crafting lessons from Coswald. Oh, they know all the secrets. Yeah. God, Coswald's such a good crafter. I'm actually really surprised to see Coswald not on right now. Like, what is the occasion that would make Coswald not log into the game? Because, like... Yeah, Coswald's on a lot. You keep scratching me like that. I won't rub your belly. I'm not gonna do it. No, it's not gonna happen. Oh, you want me to rub your belly? Is that... Oh! Our sword mastery went up by 1. We've entered the I get attacked mode of the heading, apparently. She snuggle, she eat a snack, now she attack. Up, yo, get up. No, no. Oh god, you almost saw my desk there. That would have been awful. Get 10. Get 10. I have trapped you. Meow. Oh my god! This is what the cat typed. I don't understand. I don't know how. I don't know how. Oh my god. That's so funny. Also, this camera's too high now. Much better. Now you can see the majesty that is my face. Hello, chat. It's me, Sargato, coming at you live through the power of the internet. Oh, wait. Whose catchphrase is that? I don't think I want to use that for his catchphrase. There are strong emotions that get in my shoulders, right? Hi everybody, it's me, Sargato. How y'all doing today? Sure hope you're having yourself one of those fantastic Mondays, am I right, gamers? How about that lasagna? I can't get enough of that. Mondays, on the other hand, fuck that, if you know what I mean, right? That was a Garfield joke, if it wasn't clear, you know. Not John, though. John's terrifying. I got another Battle of the Ox! That makes 3. I almost have enough to upgrade it to the next level. Wouldn't that be sweet, gamers? But yeah, I fucking hate Mondays. It's the worst day of the week. I don't want to open my thing. No. Bad gamer, that is me. Stuck in bronze. Oh god. Also just realized I haven't applied like my actual buffs in a little bit. I probably want to do that. Heck yeah. Stardew Valley don't need no trees. Oh god, we're gonna die. Oh god, can we pop that quick? No, I didn't roll any heals. Ah, my deck! Why do I make my deck so random? Because I like the random chat. Because I enjoy randomness in my life. Well, we died. Hope you're enjoying watching me play Shroud of the Avatar, where I just die continuously over and over and over again, while slowly working on my masteries, I think. That's primarily what I'm training right now, I think. It's kind of coming back to me. I think Earth Mastery is what I'm working on. Earth Magic Specialization. No, that's a Maintain. Oh, Blades Up. Okay. Okay. What else? Subterfuge. Okay. Alright. Is a kobold. I should have buffed myself. I guess one kobold will probably be fine. I think, hopefully, it'll be fine. Who knows? All depends on RNGesus. Hello, Master the Hero! Welcome by! It's me, Sargato, pro streamer extraordinaire! Slowly working at becoming the most renowned streamer in all of Twitch. You can help me out on my journey by dropping a follow and or subscribing if you enjoy this content. Really heckin' appreciate it. Also, hit that bell to get notified when I go live. Also, it's Subby Tembi, which means you can go ahead and get a 20% discount on any subs or gifted subs that you might want to give to my community. May I enjoy it? But you're entitled to your opinion, Master. I had a poll at the beginning of chat. You could have, like, made me play something else, but you weren't here, so... This is 100% your fault. Right, Pick? 100% Master's fault. I had Final Fantasy XIV on there. I had Deathloop. I had Deathloop play as the girl, invade people. I had... what else do I have on there? There was definitely other games on there. Yep, see, 100% your fault. Pick agrees. They ain't my crummy game and enjoy, but like, I'm sitting here talking about stuff. Like, you missed out on me ranting about my deep-seated hate of my father. That, like, has only kind of sort of come to surface recently. And I guess hate's really not the right word. More just realization that, like, it was shitty. And that's what drives me to be not so shitty. See? And I talk about emotional resonant things when I start thinking about Ultima Online and how instead of like other things, I was doing that. Yeah, well. It was probably right. Actually, it was probably right after. Yeah, it was probably like right after. Um. I mean, maybe. Progress is a strong word. I think that I'm coming to more terms with just that things were shitty. I don't really know what to do with that yet. But like accepting it's shitty definitely feels like something. I had a headache for like 2 days after Friday. After kind of making that realization. That I posted about on Twitter. If you follow me at Twitter/SARGOTO, you can get all the updates about what I think about the latest gaming news. And also, my spiral of mental health. Yeah. I mean, like, I was working. Wasn't at work. I don't get to go to work anymore. We got a letter from HR today telling us that we needed to talk to our managers to get our statuses updated to be fully remote, like ASAP. And then like a letter a little bit later being like, never mind, like because of the COVID stuff, we still don't really know what's going on. So you're in your current status until at least January 1st. And it's like, cool. Yeah. Hey, Far. Really appreciate that sub. Thank you so much. Well, I mean, like, it's not really a problem. That's not the right word for it, right? Like, you're not wrong. Like, you gotta realize there's a problem before you can, like, come up with steps to fix it, right? The problem has been, like, a long time ago, and, like, I survived it. But the realization is more the fact that, like... Fuck, you guys are gonna make me talk about this in stream. I really struggled with a lot of the my marriage breaking, in the sense that you got your putrid logos. Hell yeah. The cable sucks balls. Oh no, Far. Oh, you're fine, myths. Adversity. No, I don't think adversity is the right term either. Oh, so the HDMI thing was the issue the whole time. Shit. far. I'm sorry. I thought it was overheating though. How does like the HDMI cable affect the overheating stuff? Or are you saying that because the HDMI stuff is fucked up too, like it doesn't matter that you fix the overheating issue? Also, this is me like trying not to talk about the topic. See, I'm good. Haha, pro stream. Okay, so like, and I've talked about this before. This isn't like new ground. Newgrounds. Hey, you guys remember Newgrounds? I tend to remember most of the things in the marriage in the best way possible. That's not to say that I don't think there were issues. And, like, I also want to clarify this by saying that, like, logically, I fully understand that, like, we are not good together, and it was a bad time all around, and, like, yeah. But they had, like, the inverse thing. Like, when there'd be, like, one, like, kind of not great thing that would happen, or I go back to this one party that we went to, where, like, right before we left, I was having, like, a lot of anxiety and struggling with stuff. And when we got to the party, and I had a really good time, because that's, like, usually how it goes. Like, you know, social anxiety, like, the whole jumping off point to, like, going to, like, a big, like, gala event kind of thing, right? And you're, like, sitting there, like, I don't know a lot of people that are going to be there. Like, I'm just going to be awkwardly standing in the corner and stuff like that. Everybody's going to be judging me for my suit, like, all that kind of shit, right? But then, like, when you get there, and, like, you have a couple drinks in ya, and, like, you start to dance and shit, and everybody starts doing the wobble, because I think that was the dance that was, like, popular at the time. Like, that shit all just kind of, like, falls apart, because, like, the anxiety only has control over you as long as you let the anxiety have control over you. The second you push back and you push through it, like, it fades away. Ooh. But, like, that initial conflict before we left, like, they said it was, like, one of the worst nights of their life. And, like, we had fun that night. We drank and danced and people watched and all the other kind of stuff that we had, like, loved to do for years, right? And so, like, what coming to terms with the fact that, like, the way that I handle the trauma, or, you know, survived it, like, does for me. Oh god no, oh god no, is that, like, I can understand why I do that. It doesn't really do anything for me at this stage, because there's nothing, I don't think there's something bad about, like, thinking about the best things in the situation and, like, looking back at things and being like, hey man, yeah, the rest of this situation was really shitty, but, like, hey, there was this one good thing that came out of it, right? Like, I don't think that in and of itself is, like, a horrible thing, right? Especially if you can look at it and say objectively, like, somebody who is going to say that that night was the worst night of their entire life when they clearly had fun there or whatever like that, that's not a good match. Like, things need to change there or whatever, right? But what it really gives me is more perspective as to, like, I really, really dislike game reviewers that are completely negative on, like, everything that they review, right? Like, when I watch, like, a Yahtzee Croshaw review, 0 punctuation on The Escapist, if he has nothing positive to say, it feels like they're just being jaded and cynical for the sake of being cynical, and, like, you lose sight of, like, some of the beauty and the majesty and the great stuff that can happen in, like, a terrible, terrible game, right? And I'm not saying every game is great, okay? But even in, like, the games I play, typically I try to find, like, the fun, and I try to find, like, the piece that's interesting or neat when I'm playing something that is, like, traditionally viewed as, like, awful. Perhaps, to some people's opinions. I can tell you, like, the way that, like, I'm doing just, oh no, what is the, what? I'm just trying to loot some bodies. Don't kill me. Oh, they're respawning behind me. That's not good. Yeah, social anxiety is a paralyzer. That's bad. When I'm in danger, yeah. My Wisconsin accent. I mean, like, Sword Coast Legends would make for a better speed run, I think, to be fun, right? I mean, I don't really know if I have a problem, right? But it was kind of like one of these, like, you know, epiphany is the correct word, right? And Fallout 76, don't forget that. Like, okay, so it could be problematic if I'm only focusing on the positive. So, like, in the marriage, right, being so close to it, it's a problem because I'm not then necessarily analyzing some of the negative things in the moment, right? And I'm excusing some of the negative behavior because of the positivity, right? So, like, I'm not saying that that's great. But now, historically looking back on certain things, right, I don't think that there is in itself issues with that. But it's a risky thing still. Like, there's still possibility for it not being great. And possibility for, like, whatever. And, like, the thing that's, like, the shittiest, this is where I get, like, really frustrated about the whole situation, right? Is, like, I'm sure you've all had that experience in your life where, like, there was, like, a friend that you were trying to make with or someone or whatever, and then, like, they end up not being the person that you thought they were, and then after that person is, like, no longer your life, or you kind of start distancing yourself with them, your friend group or someone else in your life turns to you and is like, hey, that person, like, from the very beginning I could tell that they were gonna fuck you over, man. Like, holy shit, it sure took you long to catch on to that. What the hell? But if they tell you after the fucking fact, if they tell you after that you figured it out and, like, never were there to tell you in the first place, it's not really the most helpful thing ever, is it? Right? That's a lot of the conversations that I had with, like, my family, like, after things were done. It's like, oh, I always knew she was a bitch. It's like, first off, that's not helpful to anybody involved. Secondly, like, then why weren't you pulling me aside and being like, I'm worried about the fact that you're not attending family gatherings as much as you would like, or I'm worried that we're not seeing you as much, or those sorts of things, right? And, like, none of that, they didn't even cross their fucking mind that I had been segregated from my social circles, right? Like, the people. Sorry, I'm checking to see if somebody's still here. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. The people that, like, I had to turn to, that, like, my friend relationships and stuff like that I started to reconnect with, like, after things were whatever, were also the people that were defending the cheater. But I had, like, not been able to maintain those relationships because anyone outside of the circle of approved people were not allowed to be in my life during the moments, right? It was a weird goddamn time in my life. I guess the bigger thing that I'm... God damn it. There's too many kobolds. Nothing to see here. Well, okay. We wiggled our way out of it. We wiggled our way out of it. We're good. We're good. Yep. Everything's fine. Oh, I'm still gonna die though. I do have one potion. Don't remove it. Drink it. Oh God, no! We actually canceled it. Ah! Pop that first, then maybe shield. Maybe. Okay. Heal. Heal again. Still up somehow. I don't know how. Root it. Sure, use the deck clear right now. Be helpful. Oh my God, we did it. I'm the best gamer in the entire planet. Ninja's got nothing on me. So, I think the bigger thing for me right now that I'm struggling with, and has kind of been a consistent problem for the last couple months, is seeing as many people as I have around me getting laid off. And like purple hair Topher Grace. It's very accurate, I agree. It's hard seeing everybody around me getting laid off at work. Like, not necessarily like in my team or those sorts of things yet, but because like I have always done a good job and I do good work, and it's like the one area in my life that like I apparently do have like legitimate confidence in, and like if I don't understand something, I will figure it out or get the answer, and like generally excel when it comes to like the corporate world that I exist in. And it's been the one constant in my life for like the last six years that like has literally been the only thing that hasn't changed and has not been lost when my entire life imploded on itself, basically, right? Okay, where's the leading master? No, that's not at all where it's at. I get that viewpoint, and that's like fine. It's more the anxiety around it, right? And like the thing is like logically I know, like if I get laid off tomorrow, like I already have like people that I can reach out to in the industry. Oh, another belt of the ox. Um, in the area, and get something lined up pretty quickly, if that comes to pass. Um, but it's more coming to terms in myself that like if I don't have that piece of my former life, what am I losing of myself, right? That's more where the headspace is right now. I see no problem jumping ship if you see the ship sinking, right? Like, yeah, because it's like the only part of me that it wasn't destroyed when I basically lost my life and had to learn everything all over again, right? That was the one constant that like was the beacon on the hill or the lighthouse getting me safely into harbor every day or whatever, right? The one thing that I could excel at, the one thing that I could do well in, despite everything, right? Like working got me through everything. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've never been one to stay stagnant in any capacity. Like, I took my relationship imploding upon itself as an opportunity to find many ways to better myself, right? In a lot of different capacities. And, like, you know, something I always worked on beforehand. When I got my, like, career job, like, I made a vow that this wouldn't be the end of the road, that I would continue to, like, follow my 3-year rule, and I've stuck to it very consistently since. Yeah, I would agree with that assessment too, Master. There was kind of a wake up call for me at one point where I was at like a Thanksgiving dinner with my family, and the girl that I had brought with me, yeah, um, like pulled me aside at one point and it was like, "Why is your family always so shitty to you?" And I didn't even realize it was happening. Right? It's been around me forever. And when you think that is normal, that's the sort of stuff you seek out when you're looking for a partner. No, I would agree. And like most of my this may surprise you, chat, but I tend to make fast friends with people. Like the one thing that I've never had in a shortage of in my life is people, like friends, basically, right? People that I can turn to and rely on. And maybe I don't always do the best job of reaching out and like relying on the people, whatever that I should be. But like, which hey, like hard worker, good employee, whatever. Also, like, can make friends easily. Thanks, Far. Like right now, fighting kobolds by myself in an MMORPG. Ugh. You're farming Tweewee? Tweewee. Another belt of the axe! Hype, hype, hype! I don't even know why I care about those. Those even any good? I got 5. Ah, the world ends with you. Got it. You never got far, but do you want me to re-download it? So you have some... No, man, it's like, don't feel pressured at all. You're good. Like, I could definitely reach out to people. It's not at all what I was, like, doing or asking for. Also, I got the Sam lad asking me to be... I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, I mean, like, I would definitely play with you, miss, but I don't want you to go out of your way. And, like, I get it's not for everybody. $96,000 for a single pin? Holy crap. Yeah, I mean... I agree, Master. Unless, like, obviously every piece of the onion kind of gets pulled back and stuff, right? Like, one of the decisions that... one of the decisions that I made was I always was kind of the one who tried to go out of my way to, like, keep some semblance of, like, normality in some of the interactions, like, my children have with, like, their grandparents and stuff. And, like, trying to get them involved at, like, coming to events and things like that and stuff. And, like, I'm just not anymore. If they want to come, they can come. If they don't want to come, I'm not going to force it anymore. That's where I'm at. And, like, those sorts of things that... I'm not taking ownership of those decisions anymore or trying to fix things or whatever, so... Hello, Chemist! You sold your cello. I'm sorry to hear that. It's good to see you, though. I was hanging out in Will's chat most of their stream yesterday, and I saw you talking, but I neglected to say hi before Will ended stream, unfortunately, so... was busy. My son was having a birthday. It was Five Nights at Freddy's themed. I don't think any of the balloons are in here right now. Next time I go for a pee break, I'll grab one. Because they're all over my flipping house right now still. You got 750 for it? Oh, man. Yeah, I'm playing in 7 years. That makes sense then. That's definitely like one of those moments that you can make that call, I think, then, for sure. Viola? I thought you said you were going to get back into playing viola. Or was I misunderstanding the conversation somehow? Which is very likely. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, streamer brain and all that good stuff, right? A quarter-sized violin. He has the wax. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, from the little bit I know about it, that seems like it would be a very small one. My children did strings for a year, and none of them really cared for it. I think my daughter wanted to do it last year to, like, oh god, died. Alright, well, we do that. That is a good meme size, I agree. The Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. The like latex balloons are god awful at holding a helium. So really need the money. Plan on either selling it or learning to play. Haven't been able to practice due to health. It's about 50-50 sell right now. Makes sense, yeah. Megalovania is only 4 notes, easy to practice. I'm sorry, Myths. It's buff time. Yo, chat, you getting swole? You getting buff? I can see you out there getting buff, chat. Oh god, I'm being attacked by a monster. That was a bad time to pick it up. Kobold's trying to kill me. Kobold, I wasn't done getting swole yet. Still had more buffs to apply. Jeez. Jeez. Wait your turn. Jeez. Man, can you at least wipe down the equipment when you're done with it, Kobold? Like, fuck. See, we need light, chat. We need the light spell. It's really important. Okay. Now we're speedy again. Oh god. No! No! Well, shit. I'm over in comfort ball. Ghostly. Woo! I also never realized that Megalovania was only 4 notes. I should probably learn how to play that. I bought a keyboard at one point, but I hardly use it. I mostly bought it so the kids could fuck around on it. They've learned some stuff, so. You used to play keyboard back in the day, huh? Wrote a song for a crush, huh? Oh, like sob. Is there a sob emote? Anyway. God, Master, you didn't even use Star Got Sad. Jeez. Alright, song only takes work. Yeah. Fucking Charlie Brown ass fucking emote. What the hell? I love the emote. It's like my favorite one. Star Got Joy is really good too, though. I actually like appreciate it. The other one that I have that I feel like doesn't get enough love, mostly because it's a bit tier emote, is the Sargot Damage, where you're literally throwing flex tape at me to fix the damage. Yeah, that one. I thought so. But it doesn't get as much play. Probably because it's a bit tier emote. They just don't seem to do as well. Maybe I'll like rejigger, remove, like move stuff around so that it's, you know, more accessible. Like, I mean, my tier 3 has got to be the Tato, though. Like, that's kind of stuck in there now. Because it's great. That's a good point. If I had a Yeet to pair it with. I never thought about that. Fuck, that's really good. Okay, well, I know the next emote I'm commissioning. But Sargot Yeet doesn't work. Sargot Yeetus? Think about it. Yeah, maybe. God damn it. This is like if I had any semblance of art skill at all, where I would like stop stream and like, you know, pull up things and like, you know, make it and then upload it like right now, right? Just be like, all right, gamers. Oh man, like we gotta do it like right now. Like we're doing a live chat. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Okay, I'm gonna open up my professional art program and get out my pen and all the other things we need. Okay, let's do this. All right, so gonna have, you know, you're gonna do some yeeting action, right? So we're gonna do like a arm here, and you gotta have fingers, right? Remember, it's a Frybox chat, okay? And then you do the whole like arm here, right? And then like, so it's me, so you need to have like really curly like clown hair on the top, right? 100%. Don't forget the big ass clown nose, and you got the eye, right? Okay, and a big ass smile down here, okay? And then we'll go like this down here, yeah, and then we'll go down like this, and then like this or whatever, right? And then we slap it with like a yellow tone. Bam! Ship it! Sargot eat. We can kill that bit now. That's fine. But I'm not an artist, so instead I'll have to pay somebody money to make it really. Not do it on a projector. No. Oh my god, I loved light projectors. They were so good. And you make stuff bigger, smaller, modify them in such great ways. God, I miss the carts, like the VCR carts. Oh, we had a Laserdisc cart in high school. So cool. Hey, chat, you want to hear an interesting fact about Laserdisc? Alright, I'll let you know what I know about Laserdisc. George Lucas was a strong believer in the format when it was initially released, and so he put the Star Wars trilogy on Laserdisc. That version has a couple of extras and things that are different than any other version of Star Wars ever released, if you believe that. But the thing is, old Georgie boy, well, he don't really like when things don't go his way. So the fact that Laserdiscs lost the format war and DVDs became like the mainstay, well, good old Georgie didn't like that. So that's why it took him so long to agree to put Star Wars on DVD. I believe there is, yes. I have never actually seen them myself, but I have been told they exist. Also, I don't know what that voice was, but it felt appropriate for that story. I don't know why. I don't know why. It also shows that his meddling started way sooner as well than you would think. So. We did a roll chat. Oh yeah, interesting fact is Laserdisc is an analog format. It works just like a record player, basically. Whereas DVD is a digital format with encode and all the other fun digital, you know, accoutrement. It makes the audio quality for Laserdisc actually superior to most DVDs, I think. Well, this ain't looking good for us right now, chat. We're gonna do the best we can. Because that's all we can ever do. Oh god. Random answer. Maybe. Yeah, I watched a lot of it. They don't do a really good job of keeping locations consistent in the show. So if it's going to be anything like, geographically, then, the answer is probably it didn't do a really good job of like representing it. But like they were definitely going for more the feel, right? And like in the Cleveland show, there's an episode where they go to Wisconsin. And like that is pretty much exactly the way our state fair is, but that's not how the state is like all year round, so. Jersey Shores is wrong. Yeah, I mean like, yeah, I wasn't alive in the 70s, right? That's true. But like I have like family that was. And like the like look and feel of like the houses and all that kind of stuff is very accurate. We definitely had like photo huts here up until like when I remembered them as in my youth, right, in the 80s. There's a huge amphitheater that they go to in one episode. It's actually the Alpine Valley amphitheater out here. Like I went and saw concerts and stuff there, right? They like go to like a big concert there at one point. I think Laser Floyd. That's the Laser Floyd episode, I think. That was there in the 70s, and like a lot of the rural towns out here like are stuck in time in a way that like they haven't changed since I was a kid. You know what I mean? So like the 70s is not like a far-flung thing for them to be in some regards of things, right? So yeah, I would say it feels a lot like Wisconsin for the most part. Wait, what's wrong? What? Like, it definitely always felt to me like they were setting it... Okay, chat till I got it. It always felt to me they were setting it more in, like, the Fox Valley. And, like, that area in particular definitely gives off those vibes. And I feel like there's been some extensive, like, if you go look online, theory crafting as to where they were kind of supposed to be. And I think, like, the Oshkosh area, which is part of the Fox Valley, is kind of where they think they should have ended up, basically, which would, again, make sense. And, like, Happy Days was set in Wisconsin, right? Laverne and Shirley was in Wisconsin. Laverne and Shirley get some of the architecture wrong. We don't really have row houses here. And, like, supposedly have never had row houses here, so. Yeah. Yeah. Just West Philadelphia, right? Trenton, New Jersey, yeah. I think there's even row houses in Chicago. Or were. I don't know if they're still around as much anymore. But the Milwaukee area, it's a lot of like post-war suburban houses. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you know the architecture I'm talking about, like the post-war little GI houses they built for all of them, whatever, that are like little two-bedroom bungalows, basically. Like that's what the majority of like the older subdivisions in the Milwaukee area are like. It kind of fits that design philosophy more than row houses. So they're tight to each other in most cases, but they're standalone houses. So. I don't think I remember that one, Myths. Road trip. I mean, like, if everything goes well, I'll take a road trip this week. We'll see. But it's not looking promising right now. Oh, right! Do they own the MMO rights to Kingdoms of Amalur? I remember there's a whole thing with that, right? God, Kingdoms of Amalur. I hated that game. Like, I think I've complained about this before. Yeah. I think that, like, he's a fine author and stuff for most of the things he writes, but, like, I do not appreciate most of the Drizzt books. They kind of bug me. They're kind of boring. Another Bolt of the Ox. I don't have, like, a ton of fun playing... I don't have a ton of fun playing the Drizzt books, chat. I don't have a ton of fun reading the Drizzt books. I think that they're better when he's surrounded with, like, interesting characters. I think that that's generally where he shines as a writer. But I did not think that the world building was interesting in Kingdoms of Amalur at all. It, like, blows my mind that it got a remaster. It's just like, I don't... Why? Like... Yeah, R.A. Salvatore. It was very generic, yes. I would agree with that assessment. I never got super far in the game, alright? So let me just say that to begin with, so maybe things get way better. But, like, if your game's intro doesn't, like, intrigue me in some way, then I'm out. You know, I got too many other things to play in life. Yeah, I think, like, the most so R.A. Salvatore, did some, like, stuff with, like, plot in the Neverwinter MMO, which I think is a pretty fun game if you've never had a chance to play it. Which is, like, more of, like, a 4.0 kind of Dungeons & Dragons kind of combat style. And there was, like, one quest line that he wrote that I thought was really fun, because he kind of played with, like, the tropes of his, like, writing style, right? It's the Skyrim killer was on the box, yeah. It was not a Skyrim killer. Because the outside Xbox and one of their hosts love for it. Yeah, I mean, like, and I don't... Like, you can love a game that's bad. Like, that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna... And you can love even the world it built. Like, that's fine, too. Like, I'm not gonna judge you negatively for that. I did not have a good time. And I've tried to play that game, like, 3 times. And every time I played it, I get bored and just shut it off. It's not my cup of tea. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a much better Skyrim killer, in my opinion. But anyway. So in Neverwinter, there's a quest line that R.A. Salvatore wrote that starts off, and it's just like, you're facing the drow again, aren't you? Kind of thing, right? And I love it, because it's like, oh man, look, it's the guy who's known for, like, doing drow stories. Like, he's writing a drow story for Neverwinter Nights. Like, no, sorry, not Neverwinter Nights, Neverwinter. And it's like, all right, cool, like, whatever, man. And then you get into the plot or whatever. I'm gonna spoil a little bit of it. Sorry, chat. They're not just drow. They're vampire drow. And, like, it's a little thing. It's, like, the smallest little thing, right? But, like, again, this is the dude that's known for, like, making drow, like, mainstream, right? And him subverting, like, what your expectations are, even just a little bit, actually really works in that plot of that, like, quest line. And I loved it. Like, I thought it was actually quite ingenious. And, like, he's good at that kind of shit. You know what I mean? He's good at supporting... Drizzt is boring. Drizzt is an awful fucking character. I hate him so much in most of the media he's in, right? He's good in the first 3 books that he wrote, the Icewind Dale trilogy. He's compelling, he's interesting, you're learning about his backstory, all the other kind of stuff, right? But he's surrounded by, like, Brunner Battlehammer and fucking Wolgaruff and Caddy Bree and the fucking halfling I can never remember. And like all those characters are interesting characters, and like with Driss as like kind of their foil, right? It helps to like tell compelling narratives. But like so many of the other stories just lean too heavily on like Drizzt to like do the heavy lifting, and he's not cool. He's not interesting. Like when he fails, you don't. Ah. And it's not for lack of trying on my part. Okay, I have read or listened to the first 11 books in that series. Okay, and I can tell you, there's definitely some like good parts, and then there's a lot of stinkers. A lot of fucking stinkers. I had like a bunch of credits for like audiobooks at one point, Matt. Okay, so I physically read the first 3 books. But I did them in the wrong order, because those are like the ones he wrote later as like the origin story to fill in like how Drizzt got to Icewind Dale. So really, technically, you should go 4, 5, 6, and then go back and read 1, 2, 3. I did it the wrong order. So I read through like the trilogy, like introducing Drizzt's like how he got to Icewind Dale, and I did not think those were like the stuff in Menzoberranzan is interesting, but then like later in book 7, I think no, it's not 7. It's like book 9. They go back to Menzoberranzan in like a really meaningful way at that point, and like you don't really need the visit in the second book or the first book, whatever book it is, in his like initial starting trilogy. Oh man, I love Brandon Sanderson. The Stormlight Archive is like my favorite of his stuff, and like I read that first, which I know is not the order you're supposed to do it, because that's what like ties all of his multiverse together, basically, right? But I think that the stories that are told and like the really neat ways they handle certain topics and stuff in that book is just chef kiss, you know, Way of Kings and all that good stuff. And then I went back and I've only read the first book in Mistborn? Is it Mistborn? Which that book is amazing. Like, if you've never read his stuff, like, that would be the one I would probably suggest people start on. Because it's not as long as Way of Kings, because Way of Kings is, like... It's so thick. Mistborn never grabbed you? Oh, man. Like, I don't know if the series as a whole would grab me, because, again, I only read the first book. But that first book, man, is amazing. But I'm a sucker for, like, flipping some of those tropes on their head, if you know what I mean. So, without getting spoilery. I don't really know where you can take that story after the end of Mistborn, though. That's my... Like, the fact that this is, like, a series makes me go, Yeah, I'd recommend Mistborn, personally, to start with. That's the book where I had an epiphany. Like, I really wasn't dating people. I really wasn't, like, even, like, flirting and chatting and whatever. I was just kind of, like, living my own thing. And I'm kind of doing that now again at the moment, but, like, it's for different reasons now than back then. And there's a point in the book where one of the characters is talking about how they would sacrifice everything again for the person that they loved. And one of the other characters is like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, they betrayed you. Like, that's stupid. And they're like, well, I was able to survive the pain of being betrayed once, and knowing that I can carry that pain means I can do it again. And that made me realize that, like, if I ever experienced the kind of heartache that I experienced once before, like, I survived this, I'd be able to survive it again effectively, right? It's always neat when you're, like, reading stuff and it's, like, just hits you in the right spot at the right time kind of thing, right? I don't want to go in there. With metal powers, yeah. That's a good idea, Master. So, not to spoil the plot of Mistborn, but the reason why I think the first book is very compelling is because the world it's one of those tales where like the bad guys won, and like there's a regime controlling the world that is evil, basically. And so like the plot is very much like, yeah, the people that should have saved the world, they didn't. And this is like what the world is like now, right? And I think that's great, because that's not usually how those kind of narratives are done, right? It's very much usually the heroes kind of rise up and stop the bad guys from doing the bad thing. But like the bad guy already won. They already did it. And now you're living in the world that they did it in. I think that's neat. It's a interesting, it's a fresher take than a lot of stuff out there these days, right? So that's why I enjoy it. Yeah, the Way of Kings camps are fucking incredible. I really, really, really like the Stormlight Archive stuff. I haven't read the most recent one yet. I've been meaning to, but it's just been kind of hard for me to find the time to set aside. Like, even to buy the audiobook, I think it's like 70, 80 bucks for that. And like it's like 80 hours or something, which is not as easy for me to listen to these days as it was when I was working second, third shift. I could just pop them in while I'm like working on stuff, right? So, well, yeah, I mean, I think you should finish your book first and then get into all your post stuff you need to do with those. And it's like a year-long process, isn't it, to get the thing out the door eventually? But, you know, I'm also trying to read your first book. I've been doing better on it lately. I'm definitely enjoying where it's going so far. But I haven't gotten much farther since my last tweet at you saying, I think it was on your birthday, that this other scene was written much better, I thought. So. Oh, thanks, Master. I will consider it, Myths. Is it a app that Queen just reads you books? Because I would be down for that. I have no idea about Empires of Eve. I'll have to look into that. Oh, that'd be interesting. Yeah. Hey, Greg. Thank you for that host. In documentary form. Interesting. I hate that game so much. So boring. I don't understand people that play it. I'm 100% convinced that they're all just accountants. Are we gaining it? Okay. At least we're gaining the XP, it looks like. Oh yeah, no, I can do some of that stuff with my local library system too. Which actually I should check to see if they actually have that on there, and it's not checked out, because it's probably been enough time now that I could probably actually get on a waiting list and have it like be a reasonable amount of time for me to be able to get a copy. Which actually I didn't think about until just recently. When you mentioned that, actually, I should take the kids up to the library and do that. Oh my God! Why are there so many robotic dogs trying to bite into my flesh? What did I do to deserve this oppression? Really great acts of sabotage. Little guys defeating the big guns. They stay up late. And is this just because they want to make fun of them? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think. It's just not a compelling game to play. And it's weird too when you like into those super big battles in Eve, when you enter like the time dilation effects or whatever like that, right? Like I forget where I read this or whatever, right? But basically, like when you're talking about like spaceship and like spaceship combat and stuff like that, you need to think about like what the representative of your like spaceship combat is gonna be, right? Is it gonna be like a submarine where you have to rely on all your sensors and stuff like that to get readouts and to be able to make the decisions you're making, or is it more like Star Trek where everything's Star Wars, excuse me, where everything's more cobbled together and like you're flying by the seat of your pants most of the time, right? And then like that's why in like the fucking prequel movies, like they're loading canisters into giant cannons and broadsiding each other basically and stuff like that, right? It's like much more like traditional ship combat, right? Or some other permutation or whatever, right? And like Eve is definitely in that like camp of like, hey, you're gonna have like a sub sort of thing and you're gonna like lock on more Star Trek kind of combat. And like it is not a fun time in my opinion to like circle strafe somebody and like pew them with your lasers and stuff. And I played a missile frigate. I had a pretty high level ship actually in that game. And like even so you fly up, you launch all your missiles, you turn around as fast as you can to keep them in like the optimum range for your missiles but keep out of their like, you know, smaller cannons or whatever. And it's all based on like waypoint directions and coordinates in the field of stars, blah blah blah. It's like, why? This sucks. Let me play like fucking X-Wing so I can like fly at you and shoot you and pew pew pew, right? Like, I don't know. Although like mining in Eve is very like it's very much like your Euro Truck Simulator where like you kind of shut your brain off and you just mine some ore for a while. That's not awful. I enjoyed that well enough and all. But like I'm not paying a monthly subscription to be able to fly around an asteroid and pew pew it with my mining lasers. No, thank you. Stay 30. Oh no, you got almost cool to losing your cool there, Greg. Sorry to hear that. Stayed 3 minutes after closing, came back. You guys are so fast. Took them fucking forever to decide what the other shit. I'm sorry, Greg. All right, Master. Well, I'm gonna. I mean, I'll be done here in 25 minutes anyway. I'm gonna try to end on time tonight as well, because Lord knows I can use some rest right now. Oh, that's good, Greg. Hope you have a good day off tomorrow. Greg, what have you been playing through lately? I forget. Super Metroid? Oh man, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That's a great game. Oh, you got done with it? Nice. And you should be able to beat the game in less than 2 hours. I mean, like, that makes sense. Remember when buying a game you could beat in 2 hours was considered a good use of $60 or $70? I remember. Yeah, Super Metroid's a very good game. I am friends with Mint on Steam. Maybe I'll buy Mint. Iceborne. I don't know where my parents got it. But I remember when I beat it, I was went over to my neighbor's house and like bragged about it. Nobody knew or cared what I was talking about. RAM card for your laptop. I didn't know you ordered a RAM card for your laptop. That's good to hear. Glad it came in for you, Greg. I'm glad it came in for you, Greg. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Good night, Master. Get yourself some good sleep, and thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, friend. If I just stand here. Nah, I'm sorry, Greg. That sucks. Hope you feel better tomorrow, though. Hope you feel better tomorrow. It's Tuesday, which, I mean, is a much better day of the week. I was ragging on fucking Mondays earlier today, so. I still don't think I can have food yet. I can check though, I suppose. Let's take a look again, chat. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Please don't kill me. I'm just fighting on the steps. Yeah, it is Monday. I fucking hate Monday. Oh, that's so nice. Good luck, Greg. Don't forget to discharge your static electricity before you go in there. Just tap a piece of grounded metal. The case and like the laptop itself can work. Like it's like metal shielding, so. That's fine, Greg. Feel free to blow out your circuits. It is your laptop after all. I don't care. Also try not to be in like too dry of a room. I didn't even feel that one. Great. Nerve damage. Hooray. I hate everything. Dude. Yeah, that's so terrible. Well, at least we know how I'm gonna die, chat. More cobalt essence. Oh, is that a harp? Yeah, an Envy's harp. Oh, that even does. Is my guild even around right now? Oomst. Nope. Not any person that I feel comfortable asking questions of. Farming up the end game to crank your stats and going back to the beginning and just deleting early game bosses. Just killed one. Nice. Far. That's good. Yeah, that's always a fun part of the game. I like how in 14, the Hunter's Log makes you go back and fight the giant tortoises that you see outside of Alda, so that you're like, hey, look how much you progressed. That's definitely like a good design choice on their part, I think. I did one dungeon, and I am now 21, I believe, on my monk or what is this room? Yep. I was trying to figure out like what my like damage peak is, and I think it's my black mage casting fire 4. It does like 60,000 or whatever per hit. And then, like, I get the ability to cast Triple Spell, which casts it with no mana cost and instantly for 3 times, basically. So in, like, the span of, like, 3 seconds or whatever the global cooldown is or whatever, I'm putting out, like, almost 200,000 damage, basically. But there's a lot of, like, stuff to get to that. Like, not, like, leveling and things, but, like, words. Cooldowns. That's the word I'm looking for. Goddamn. Laptop. They are putting in a RAM card to make sure that when Bath comes to visit them at some point, they have the WAM necessary. I pay attention to people from time to time. It's a thing I do. Deodated RAM. Yeah. Alright. Let's get out of here. Town Square. Alright. Let's go break shit down. And then the ones that I can use, I will use. I want the tuna trophy. I want that. I want the trophy. Given to me the trophy, please. Thank you. I would like the trophy. Please. Good job, Greg. Alright. And then, do a salvage. Oh, there's only 6 things in there that'll salvage. Why is it showing me the things? Okay, so we should have a ton of, like, the kobold. Yeah. Okay. So many swords. So many hammers. So many rusted pieces of metal. It was an age of kings. Of glorious Conan. God, I fucking love that movie. So good. Yeah. That scene where he's like, I mean, like, it was a time in my youth when I was, coming around and, you know, trying to find, you know, the power of steel, but, like, the power of steel ain't nothing, alright? I got the power of flesh now, okay? Like, look at this, okay? Just look at this. It's like, and he just, like, has one of his, like, people kill themselves. It's like, look at that. Like, that's flesh. That's the power I have, Conan. All you got is that stupid-ass sword of yours. And I can just make people kill you. Yeah. You want to see a game set in the universe about being a barbarian? Some sort could call it Conan Textiles? Yeah. But, like, CD Projekt... No, not CD Projekt Red. NCSoft. Whoever it is, like, fully owns the rights to Conan now. Like, the game company that does, like, Conan Exiles, apparently, like, owns, like, full rights now to the entire property, I guess, right? Why can't I salvage hammers? Can I not salvage hammers? What are the hammers now? Game. Okay. I will take those patterns, thank you very much. I also have steam hammers. The hammers aren't wood, are they? First you hear the water. Doing a salvage, you do. Malice last, thank you very much for that raid of 4. Hype. Evening. I'm like 8 minutes from like wrapping up, but really do appreciate the raid though. But Mal! Your beat? Oh man. What are you playing? 7 hours playing Deltarune Chapter 2? Oh man. I don't have the strongest opinion of like Undertale, so I haven't played either of the Deltarunes yet myself. I kinda hate Papyrus, so. Okay, well that's good to hear. I'm glad you had a good time with it. Maybe I'll have to check it out. It's my check, Greg. But yeah, I mean, if you could keep spoilers to a minimum, I'd appreciate that. Oh, you won't believe what happens with the... So my biggest question is, like, if you kill the secret boss in Chapter 1, like, how much does that affect Chapter 2, right? You just get an item? Is that all you get? Is the item? Oh yes, that'll be the item I want to salvage. No, get. I don't even know if Malice is in the Neighborhood Watch server. But Mal, I finished 5.5 and it was really good, and I should have done it like 5-6 months ago. Y'all were right, and I was wrong. So, apologize for the delay. And now I'm working on like just getting every class I can to get to like, yeah. You're fighting with Monkey 4 times. Nice. Try to get like as many of the classes I can to like 80 now, I think. I should probably get Weaver to 80. Like, that's what I should really do, but... My chat picked Shroud tonight. That's why I'm doing Shroud right now. Oh, God, right? Like, that was a moment... Like, I understood how to, like, glamour, like, a single item. I didn't understand the power that is, like, the glamour chest or whatever it's called. Glamour armor, maybe? Because I literally had one retainer that was, like, nothing but gear that I kind of like the look of items and stuff. And I spent an hour or two just breaking items down to be glamour chested or whatever to use like outfits later. Like, I felt so dumb. And so now I have like a handful of outfits that I put together that I'm pretty happy with most of them. The Red Mage one was more of a like lull, but like I actually did like I was loving Red Mage today. I was like, yeah, we might need to have some more clothes on to make myself feel comfortable with this. So, Coswald Dirthmeyer, get on here, you asshole! I got something to give you. House Shroud. Okay, so like, Shroud is like a game, and like I have a lot of fun playing it. I wish I played it more. It's hard to find time to get all the stuff done that I'm playing right now. Obviously with the kids and everything too. You've screwed your laptop together, Greg. Awesome. If you ever played like Ultima, like way back in the day, it's way more akin to that style of like RPG, where like, it tries to like hit you with like philosophical ideals and stuff like that, right? Like if you're on the path of sacrifice, right? That's a positive thing in a lot of ways, but then also like it could be a negative thing from the other side of things, right? It's a very like two-sided type situation. And like it plays like a early 2000s MMO more than it plays like a World of Warcraft era MMO. What happened to this house? Well, all right then. So many things have changed since I last like was regularly playing Coswell. Is this a big pumpkin? It's a pumpkin I grew, apparently. I forgot I did that. Oh shit! Hi, Coswell. Look at this mask you got going on. That's very stylish. I'm a big fan of that. All right. I know you're really excited about the gift. Okay, so I hope you like aren't like underwhelmed here. All right. There's that. Hold on. No. Why can't I? What? I got an idea. There. No, that's not what I wanted either. God damn it. Where's the stuff? I had like a stack of like 50. Hold on. This is the worst. Yes, I will take that from you, but hold on. Oh, zinc. Zinc. That's what I was thinking of. Goddamn. Okay, that. Okay, now the important one. Okay. I don't know if you want to break them down for gems or whatever. I don't care, but that was from all my cobalt hunting tonight. I think French said that they're worth like 20,000 if you make an uncommon one. And I don't remember how many it takes to upgrade them to uncommon, but thank you for like popping on so I didn't have to mail all that to you. But I'm gonna go log off now. That's massive elite card. The only things I've ever grown are potatoes and pumpkins. And how many do I have right now? Pumpkins. God, Coswald, I am so happy that you can right click and repair stuff now. Like, that is like such a good quality of life thing. In Universal Chat, I said thank you, Chris. That's how excited I was when I learned that that was something new they added. It is such a good quality of life piece. Okay, sorry. Mel, are you still here? Before I log off, I can rant about some stuff quick. Because you asked about this game. You're still here, according to chat, so... Okay. So this plot of land that we're on right now is, actually was, like, bought by a person and placed, like, in the world by the GMs or whatever. But this is, like, a player-run town, okay? And, like, everything here, these trees, were all manually placed by, probably, Coswald. Little ditty to Greg, okay. Hey, Greg, I heard you got some RAM! I really hope it makes your computer a little more like Sam. Oh, yeah! Alright, whatever, that's all I got right now. I'm tired. Okay. So, player in town. So, all the various, like, decorations are placed by hand, basically, right? And then, like, these houses are all player houses. Because, like, back in, like, the Ultima Online days, like, housing was, like, super important, right? And, like, the decoration system in this, right? Like, it's from Sam and Max. It's no big deal. So, like, the deco stuff in here is quite good. Like, this is my house. It's nothing special. I mostly just, like, to throw the stuff that I, like, like, as people... So, like, the way... One of the things the loot system in this game is really neat is, like, if you craft something and you sell it to, Albion Online has a similar way it handles it, where if you sell stuff to one auction house in Albion Online, those items are what ends up inside of the mob's loot tables and then gets distributed as, like, loot to people, right? As you sell crafted items in this game, those items will show up in, like, enemy loot tables, right? So, like, earlier tonight, I was killing enemies, and I'm fairly certain I got something. A fish. Here we go. Here's another trophy, right? So, like, as you get these, like, these are the things I take at my house. I don't buy decorations. I find them on mobs, baby, right? But, like, as you can see, like, it still has, like, the crafted information and stuff on this and things, which I think is really neat. And then, like, you'll see over here, I have, like, a wall of, like, butcher shops and stuff. But anyway, okay, sorry. Let me get in the nuts and bolts here. So it's a skill-based MMO. So instead of having classes, you have the various, as you do things in the world, your skills improve, right? And it's a little different than, like, the way that, like, Ultima Online or, like, Star Wars Galaxies or other, like, skill-based MMOs in the past handled it, because you have a pool of EXP that your skills are growing from. So as you do things in the world, in this case, it's adventuring. So it's killing mobs, fighting in dungeons, that sort of stuff. You're gaining EXP to these items. And then if your, like, growth potential in each of the various skills that you're currently training is less than the skills you're, like, growing, then you gain a pool of EXP. And I don't know the math and stuff. Coswald or someone else that like knows it way better can tell you about like optimum pool size. But there is like a science to like having a pool big enough that like it gains the most skill or whatever. Basically, it used to be like I think 1 or 2 million basically, but I think it's bigger today than it used to be. But again, I'm not an expert in any of that kind of stuff. And basically, like every single skill you have in the game you can basically set to train or not to train. So like right now, my bladed combat, I have frozen because like after the rule of thumb, more is better than less. After 100, which is considered grandmaster, um, it's like an exponential curve, right? Technically, a skill can get trained up to 200, but like it's like 200 billion or something. It would take you like 64,000 years or something to master like every skill to 200 or something. It's insane. It's like you would never like the people who play this game religiously constantly are like nowhere near like that level of exp. And then you still have to put the time in to train the skill because like using the skill is what puts the XP in the skill. So it takes a long time to go over 100. So I'm at a point with my character where it's better for me to like get more stuff mastered than it is to go up and beyond it currently when it comes to like this side of things. And then the crafting is so fucking cool too because like again, so much of like the day-to-day stuff in the game world is handled with crafting. And I can't even like touch like the topic and do it like any level of justice, okay? Because I don't understand like the armor or the weapon crafting almost at all. But what I can say is that like having your skills at like 120, etc., is so key because it reduces like your failure rate to break the item. And since every item in the game, like you could freely trade items between other players, right? I could walk up to Coswald right now and say, "Hey, take this sword from me," okay? And like he can take it and use it and whatever. But the thing is, eventually, after repairing it so many times, the sword will have no more durability and it'll basically be useless. You can use the like cash shop to replenish that a couple times, but I believe it costs more cash shop every time you like refresh a weapon. So like the way the game handles like the economy of items is like everything will eventually break or become so costly to repair you don't want to repair it anymore, right? And as such, like crafters have to constantly be making new equipment to replace the stuff that's breaking. And like again, if you have a sword that's like 100% for your build, right? And like it breaks or you can't repair it anymore and you can't get a new one, like it could be a huge thing, right? But there's like all these various as you look at this thing, like enhancements to like my Earth attunement, because like I'm Earth right now, right? The thrust damage being increased, the rend damage, those are skills, right? And like each of those things was like tinkered on by Coswald just ever so slightly to get it just right, right? By like lots of random rolls and stuff like that, right? So I'm guessing 20 swords probably Coswald went into making this. Like you made 20 swords, and this is the one that was like worth keeping, basically, right? It's awesome. Like that's the kind of crafting that I think is so like Final Fantasy XIV's crafting is good, but this is better because it takes like the high quality stuff like to the extreme, and like all that like nuts and bolts and things, whatever. It's great. And I wish I could get into the crafting stuff, but like this is not enough EXP to like anything with crafting. And like the way this pool grows is you either have to be crafting or gathering, right? And like it's a lot of time to like get this to move at all, basically, right? So hope that was like a good explanation of like the general skillalities of this game. Um it's a weird game in the sense of like how do I want to put this? The community is incredibly tight. Like Mal, I think you would enjoy this game a lot. Yes, I definitely think you would. Um, I will say though, how do I want to? It it's not for everyone. So if you try it and it doesn't jive with you, right? Yeah, I totally get you, Mel. That's okay, right? Like there's a couple of my friends that I've got to try it, and they're just like, oh man, the design of this game is just too old. Like it's not even playable anymore. And it's like, but those little like roughnesses and stuff like that, that's the charm and the things that I really appreciate in this game personally. And I think most of the people that I got a dead guy in the bed. I forgot about that. Surprise, dead guy. And I haven't even done like a lot of like the really hardest end games. Look at all my Ammonites. They're so good. They're so good. Yeah, and like it's the weirdest. Like the community is the reason I always come back to it, right? Because like hang out with people, popping in, talking to people and stuff like that, whatever. They're so passionate. They're so cool. They're so chill. Streaming it is a really interesting experience because like you have so many people popping in and just be like, hey, you need help with something? You know, and stuff like that. It's such a weird, in a positive way, in my opinion, right? But, like, again, I get it. Like, one of my friends, like, fell apart immediately. Get to the tutorial. I can't handle this stuff. It's too whatever. And it's like my brother. My brother hates playing Final Fantasy 14 because he hates the feel of the global cooldown, basically, right? That it's, like, too laggy compared to, like, oh, don't move the rug. No! Why did I click on the rug? It's too laggy compared to, like, World of Warcraft, right? And, like, I get his complaint, but, like, you get used to it, like, if you play it enough, right? But anyway, I need to get some sleep, because I am tired, and it's past my normal end time for streaming. Coswald, I appreciate you popping in, if you're still around. And Mal, it's always good to see you. And, everybody else, I hope you have yourself a good day. I'm gonna find someone to raid. Suppose I shouldn't be saying, like, my goodbye stuff. Greg, you're gonna want to leave chat, because I'm probably gonna raid Calvi if they're still alive. And they're playing, Deltarune Chapter 2. Or Greg's already gone, it looks like. He's playing Link to the Past now. Potentially. Yeah, let's go say hi to Calvi. I think that's the best place for me to raid right now. Oh boy, caps lock. Nice. But no, I really appreciate everybody stopping out. Thank you so much. You made my Monday a little more bearable, to be honest with you. And I will be back tomorrow. I don't really know what I'm going to stream, because I should probably finish Deathloop, like, story at some point. And also, like, I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14 lately. And also, like, a billion other games that I haven't finished in my backlog. And I don't know if I'll be around this weekend, because, like, normally this would be a weekend that I would stream a whole lot. But I'm maybe taking a trip if everything goes well. We'll see how things happen, so. You're taking it easy tomorrow morning? Nice. Oh, yeah. No, like, I really love to do the RPGs because I like to do fun voices and things, and, like, reading stuff is a good time. But it is a lot. It is a lot. And, like, high energy the Deltarune characters are, you know, so. No, thank you, Coswell. I appreciate everything you do. I can never repay you for all the help you've given me. No matter how many random mails you're going to get from me from time to time, you know. Which, again, it was nice that you popped in so I didn't have to mail you all that zinc. Also, I have all these machine parts that I don't know what they're good for, but, you know, that's a whole other conversation we can have later.